Here are my favorite makeup products of 2025. So my skin is not the same as it used to be in my 20s. So because of that, I'm extremely picky with complexion products. I don't like anything super tight, super matte, super full coverage. The more coverage and the more mattifying a foundation is or a complexion product is, the more it will accentuate everything that you don't want to accentuate, especially as you get older. What I'm looking for is usually a very flexible, comfortable formula that has light to medium coverage, something that looks more radiant satiny but doesn't feel dry. So right now I'm just super loyal. If I find something that I really like, I will use it over and over again. So it's probably no surprise for you that I will mention these two, my Lisa Eldridge Seamless Skin Tint and my Herborian BB Cream. The Herborian CC Cream has a bit more coverage than the Lisa Eldridge one, but they both do what I want them to do, to just even out my skin tone and make my skin look a bit better. For concealer, I'm still using my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. I have two colors. I find this is great for under the eyes. It's great to cover any kind of discoloration or maybe like blemish marks that I have on my face. It's a bit more on the creamy side, but I don't feel it's drying for my under eyes. So yeah, it just works. And obviously I tried so many complexion products, but I all the time just go back to this. So it's still a good one. My favorite contour product is definitely my Isamaya contour sticks. I absolutely love this. Such a good product, and I've been using this non-stop if you watch my videos. And specifically, I love the shade Rosewood. If you have fair, light to medium skin tone, this is insane. It's that perfect, cool toned contour shade. Also, I like that it doesn't set into a matte dry finish. Still kind of remains flexible and comfortable on the skin, and I'm all about that. It's not dewy, it's not sticky, it kind of sets but in a very comfortable way. And I also have the shade Oak, which I like as well. It's just a bit more, it's a bit lighter and has more of a like an olivey kind of undertone. So you can see this is Oak and this is Rosewood. You don't need a lot of this, so I have Rosewood on my face, and you see it's not like super harsh. It depends how much you apply of it, but I like both Oak and Rosewood, to be honest. The only downside, you don't get a lot of product and they're quite expensive. Now, I love blush, but I don't use it all the time, and I'm okay with that. I think for me, it's more important to have a good contour shade, maybe a good bronzer shade to add some more color, but I'm okay without a blush, even though I love a blush, obviously. But every time I use specifically the Say Dew blush, these make me really happy. I love the formula. It's a cream, a liquid to cream, and they just kind of like melt into the skin and become one with your like complexion products and everything else that you have on your face. And I specifically love the shade Spicy. It's this like a terracotta kind of shade, and this all the time just brings not life but gives more depth to my face. And I was never actually a fan of these kind of shades, but now I am apparently. And again, I use this in some of my other videos and you probably saw how it looks on my face. But also I love this mauvey shade called Lady. This is one of the new releases from Dew. And I love a cool tone mauvey shade, so this is perfect. Now, some lip products that I use all the time is obviously my Wonder Skin lip stains, and I specifically love Hush, which is more of a neutral brownie shade, and Demure. I have a lot of asymmetry in my lips, and I like to use a lip stain to correct that and to add some fullness where I don't have it, and to also add a bit of color into my lips. Even though I'm applying like I don't know, a lip liner or a gloss lipstick on top of it, because of the lip stain, my lips will still look full even throughout the day. After the lip liner will fade. Here's the shade Hush and here's the shade Demure. So you see they're like super natural and they just work with my natural lip color. I don't want to talk too much about lip products in this video because I think I will dedicate another video to my favorite lip products of 2025, because I do have a lot of favorites in this category, but I had to include here my Fui 3D voluming gloss. This is in 30% Scotch. And I usually prefer cooler tones, but for some reason, every time I use this, I really end up liking how my lips look. I love the formula. It's very cushiony. It's not like a regular sticky gloss or, I don't know, like a heavy lip product. It feels super nice, softens the lips, and it's not sticky. This just looks good. It's like warm, but not extremely warm. For eyes, again, no surprise here. My, as you can see, well-loved is a Maya Industrial 2.0 palette. I use this so much, and I use this for 2 years probably now since she released it. 2 or 3 years. Every time I look at this palette, I just get inspired instantly. I love that it has so many finishes. I love that it has so many colors. How beautiful are these? The last product is my favorite mascara, which this has been my favorite mascara for probably like 6-7 years now. It's the Mayolica Mallorca, the Shiseido Mayolica Mallorca Lash Expander Liquid Extension Mascara. This, super black, super long lasting, because it's a tubing mascara. It will just literally not come off. So I all the time use this when I want those hardcore black intense lashes that will last for the entire day and night. So these are my 2025 mega favorites. Let me know what favorites you had this year. I will try to film another specific video for my favorite lip products of the year and maybe skincare. But yeah, bye.